Hello everyone and welcome to Edible Canopy Backyard Food Forest for Beginners Zone 9B. I'm Sandra and today I'd like to show you some things about the plant. It's a pigeon pea. So I'm going to take you over to the pigeon peas I've grown. I've grown them from seeds and they do grow relatively fast and they are drought resistant. So I'm going to take you over there and let you see what they look like, and I'll show you that they have the peas on them right now. So I thought it'd be a good time to actually video this for you and show you. Okay, so I'm going to just take you over here so you can see where the pigeon pea trees are. And as I mentioned, I did plant them from seed and they grew rather quickly. I believe I started these in April in a pot, and then as they got about 3 feet tall, I planted them over here in this area that gets full sun. They do like full sun. And I just want to kind of show you the bark and how they grow here. And then the leaves. And then you can see how they grow. So they form a flower, and then from the flower, they turn into these pods. So kind of reminds me of like edamame. And you can see the little flowers here, and then you've got them growing like this. So they're a good food source, and you know, I do the backyard gardening, and they're pretty important to me to have these, and especially since they like the warm weather in 9B, and they are drought tolerant, and they do like a little moisture, but it doesn't have to be constant watering. You just want to make sure you water them until they're established. So like 2 to 3 weeks, just make sure they don't dry out. And then from there, you can water every 3 to 4 days, just depending on if you get rain in your area. They like well-drained soil, 5 to 7 on the acidic level. And they do tolerate some sandy, lofty soil as well. So again, they're really good for Zone 9B. The spacing on these, I made sure I spaced them 3 to 5 feet apart so that they have proper air circulation and growth. They'll grow well. They are nitrogen fixers, so if I were to break off or trim these, do any kind of pruning, then I can take that and put it in other plant areas to help them get the nitrogen naturally that they need. You can see the bees on here. I'm a big fan of pollinators. I have a video about it, and I love to watch them in the yard go after these flowers. And again, they fertilize what you're looking to fertilize, so they're super important to have these pollinators. These pigeon peas are also really good windbreakers, and they are short-lived perennials. They'll live anywhere from 3 to 5 years, so just keeping that in mind. But again, they grow pretty quickly, so you can always replace them. As far as pests and stuff grow, they really don't get a lot of pest on them. I mean, you can anticipate maybe aphids or mites, but just use some neem oil or some insecticidal soap to get rid of them. I do apply organic mulch around these trees, and I use either straw leaves, or I do grass clippings, or I do have chickens, so a lot of times I'll just put the chicken manure on here. They work really well as far as a natural mulching for me. I do like to keep the weeds removed from around, so you can see I have the border on each one of these. So I like to make sure that I keep the weeds controlled and that it gives that tree enough space that the weeds aren't invading their space. So I'm going to take you over to another area and show you what's in the pods that I'm pulling off of these, and you can kind of see what they look like, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about how to cook them or how to dry them. So you can pull them off like they are now, where they're green and inside, and you can use those green to cook, or you can wait and let them dry. And so if you let them dry, then you can always just harvest them as dry beans and use them later. So I'm going to take you over and show you how to do that. Okay, so I pulled some of the pods off of the pigeon pea, and I just want to kind of show you again what they look like on the inside. And I can shell all of these, and you can actually just shell them, and you can put them in baggies and freeze them. You can do a Ziploc bag, or you can do a vacuum seal to maintain their size and color. I prefer to do a seal if I can. I feel like it just keeps it fresher. And then I'll write the date on it, and then I'll just take all these peas and I'll put them in the freezer for when I want to use it. If you want to use them now, you can put them in like a cup of the peas, and then you can put them in boiling water and just let them boil. You can add salt. You can put them in rice, or you can make a soup out of them. They're really nice to use and to eat. Now, if you leave them out and you don't cook them right away, they will dry. So you want to either cook them right away, you want to freeze them, or if your intention, of course, is to let them dry, then that's okay. You can do that as well. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions or comments in the bottom, please place them there. And I hope you liked this, that it was informative, and just hit a like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful day.